it's that time again, ladies, gents, and all you others out there in Tuberland. This is the Reseller Locker Room. Welcome. My name is Ben, the Rocky Top Picker, followed by the usual cast of stars, Alex, the Beard King Picker, and Shane Suda City Flips. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's happening?
Hello. What is going on?
It's a good day in the neighborhood. All right, gentlemen, we have an announcement we need to make, and I'm going to take just a couple of quick moments to address this for our viewing audience, our members of the locker room, and tell you where we are on this February 20th, 2024. Notice I threw the date in there for posterity. Ladies and gentlemen, you might notice that our good friend Archie, aka Biscuit Butt, is missing from the locker room. We were informed that Archie has quit the podcast. And just like in life, there comes a time in everybody's life at one time or another where you must reevaluate your life and your priorities. And such is this situation. You know, just like in the reselling business, we've talked about it here in the locker room. Sometimes you just have to pivot. When something's not working, you just have to pivot. And we think a lot of Archie. We love him. We miss him. He's always going to be a dear friend, but he thought it was best that he step away because he has other priorities he has to attend to in his personal life. And, you know, I admire a man that would recognize that and that would take those hard steps and make those hard decisions to do that very thing. But I know that myself and the guys here, we wish him the very best. Hope he comes back and sees us sometime. But we're going to miss you, buddy, and we're always thinking about you.
Yep.
The truth is he got a full-time dancing position for the Chippendales on the Las Vegas Strip, so he had to take that opportunity.
Yeah,
so
he didn't.
I understand.
Well, he didn't want that announced. He didn't want that announced because he doesn't want to be stalked. So
he's gonna make more than us reselling by his dollar tips stuffed in his thong every night that he dances.
Yeah,
stripping off the Elvis suit. Yeah. Well, gentlemen, it is another week in fantastic reseller land. And I know a lot of you viewers out there, a lot of you resellers are probably experiencing this kind of action in your accounts. Is this anything new, fellas? I mean, it was the same way this time last year. It was for me. How about you?
This is better than Q4 for me right now.
Wow.
I had 27 sales over the weekend. One on Macari and Amazon was pretty decent too. So I think that's the most I've done over a weekend. Was
Ever?
27. I think so. Even during
Really?
Q4. Yeah.
Wow.
As far as volume
Nice.
goes. So
wow.
That's cool. I honestly don't really have anything to compare to as far as this time last year because I was just getting started in I was on Whatnot, but I was just getting started on eBay about early February. So my numbers are obviously better now than they were a year ago, but I can't really compare that. But mine have been up and down. And I was telling you guys, my weekend sales were absolute trash. Like one of the worst weekends I've had. And the weekend before that was one of the best weekends I'd ever had. So it was absolutely crazy. But I took all my items that had watchers. I put those items on a markdown sale for 30% off. One person bought something within 5 minutes and it just triggered sale after sale after sale.
Yep.
And yesterday and today have been pretty dang good. So super happy about that. Hoping that continues over the next 30 days while I got this sale running.
Well, it's funny. I sent off 27 and then I have one sale today. So I can't win. I don't know if it was the best weekend ever, but that's a lot for right now for me, And here's the craziest thing. I haven't listed anything in weeks, just in and sell similar and just adjusting my prices in the market. That's all I've been doing. So I've been too busy because I'm in the process of moving. So I haven't listed anything new, maybe one item in the last month. which is crazy.
Wow.
Well, Alex, you know that you and our businesses seem to perform about on the money identical.
Yep.
And I had 22 going out. Today is Tuesday because the post office was closed on Monday. So I had 22 going out today from the long weekend. And today I have one $5 sale. Now
At least
I am running.
mine was $16.
Yeah. I mean, I have been running I usually alternate with markdown sales. You know, one week I'll run 10% and the next week I'll run 15 and then I'll revert back to 10%. I mean, that's just something that I've always done. So I have found though, if you have a sale running too long, it's best to go ahead and end it and restart it again. It seems to give it a kick with exposure and sales. At least it has for me anyway.
I haven't ran any sales. My entire eBay business or career, I've only had 2 sales ever. All I'm doing now
Nice.
is adjusting my prices. I mean, more like when we had Jay right on here, he talked about almost being the market or a little bit under, and that's getting my stuff to move, just pricing a little bit under everyone. And my percentage as far as promotion, I'm still doing like 3%. I did 5 on like the Funko Pops that I had left over to try to get those cleared out of here because I just have all the garbage ones left. So I'm just kind of clearing those out. So the highest I go is 5% as far as promoted listings. But running no sales or anything.
Wow.
So
yeah, a lot of people don't do any markdowns or any sales. They just, like you do, Alex, they just adjust price and go for it that way, man. I
mean, the biggest change to my business, I mean, thanks to you, honestly, Ben, for telling me to end and sell similar and keep preaching that over and over. And that's what I've been doing since the beginning of the year. And that's really changed my business. I mean,
really,
I do it every single day. I do.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do every morning now. So
yeah, same here.
I don't know it all. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't know a lot. But, when I did that video back in November about how you should end and sell similar and start a draft bank and schedule your listings to drop throughout the day, you wouldn't believe the number of resellers that are still commenting on that video or have sent me a message saying that, hey, I tried this and this is really working. And I was like, anytime you do a video giving some advice or how you share how you do something and somebody's gutsy enough to try it themselves and it's working for them, that makes you feel good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, so I just think that's awesome. So the end and sell similar, man, when you do that, you could get away with not dropping new items, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically I put out 32 or 24 new items today because that's how many ended,
Yep.
Hey, breaking news. I put out a video today.
Did you?
Yes. It just came out.
I didn't even get notified. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't either. What's up?
I hope it came out. I freaking slacked for like a month and didn't have anything. So go check out my new video.
What's the title of the video, man?
The title is Pivoting My eBay Business for Success. But the thumbnail says eBay Tribal Chief. Because I sold this tiki mask that I had. The eBay Tribal Chief right there.
That's nice. Cool.
That's a cool looking mask.
I had 3 of these masks that I've had forever. What I know about them, they're African fertility masks. And I got them from a zoo. I was helping them clear out there and reorganize and redecorate their gift shop at the local zoo. And for the time that I put in there, they gave me these free masks. And they're these big wooden masks, all hand carved. The first one, I mean, I've had these things listed for like 5 years. The first one sold for like $85. The second one, $65. And then for some reason, this other one was just sitting around forever. So I ended up letting it go for like $30.
You and Bethany don't need any help in the fertility department.
No. That's true. We're good.
Y'all are done, man. Cut that thing off. It's too much.
I don't cut it off.
Man, I had my son Taylor, and I thought after that, after his first 2 years of being 2 years, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm retiring from having kids, boy. I had enough of that. No.
One and done, huh?
One and done. I duplicated myself and I've contributed to humanity. I am finished.
Well, if I didn't have these little kids, I wouldn't be battling this cold still. I swear they bring something home every week. Now I'm like losing my voice.
I remember those days.
Yeah, I do too. Germ bombs, man. Germ bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Absolutely. Quick
right.
public service announcement, guys.
No good.
Do not go to Target and buy this crap. It is not good.
Fizzy ginger ale.
Yeah. But it's not like soda. I guess it's carbonated water beverage that's supposed to mimic a taste similar to ginger ale, and it does not.
You got to go to Wally World and get these.
Is that sugar free? Because
Yeah,
pineapple coconut is amazing.
Yeah, these are really good. That's my favorite drink right here.
Yep.
It's sugar free?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm on that.
Yeah. At Walmart.
I've drunk through all of mine, dude. It's just like a pina colada. I mean, minus all the other good stuff, but it's good.
Right. Heck yeah. I'm on it. Thank you for that.
Yep. That's your tip of the week, too, by the way.
No more favorite day.
Tip of the week is go to Walmart. Hold the can up there again. Hold the can up.
They have all sorts of flavors, but this is my favorite one.
Yeah. Go get this. What's it say? Clear American pineapple coconut carbonated water.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Okay, so that's Walmart's version of the Clearly Canadian I remember from the 90s.
Yeah.
It's good. And they're pretty cheap too, so
nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to jump on that pineapple coconut.
Yeah, they come in that cardboard 12-pack, man. You know.
Put a little bit of Malibu in there, it tastes amazing.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
So I got to tell y'all, I think I may have told you all this. I don't know.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah. This is the little Lifesavers mug that
so weird.
And on top of it was a green see-through in the shape of a Lifesaver. You remember those? That sat on top of this with a hole in it to put a straw if you wanted to. Well, I had this listed with the lid, and a buyer messaged me, and he asked, could he just purchase the lid? He doesn't need the cup. Well, I've had this a while. It was only like $8.50 is what it's listed for, plus shipping. And I just told him that, you know, I don't want to separate the two. I mean, what am I going to, you know, if I sell the lid, I could get more for it if I keep the lid with it. So anyway, he sends me an offer. I ignore it. You've heard me talk about don't answer offers right away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Let it sit. Let it sit till that time frame gets down to till about an hour left to accept is what I let that thing go down to. So that's what I did. And time ticked down. Then I heard my phone go, ka-ching. The dude ended up buying it full price with a buyer's note that says, keep the lid or keep the mug, send me the lid. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is this dude's going to hit me with an INAD.
That's what I would have thought too.
I got the lid. Yeah. Aren't we just so judgmental of buyers? Dude, everybody is downright scoundrels. That's the first inclination that we have with our buyers. And it sucks that we have to think that way. But anyway, so I thought I was going to get hit with an INAD if I'd done that. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. There is a record of chat. There is a record of buyer note. Send me the lid, keep the mug. So I went ahead and sent him. So he paid $8.50 for that little lid off of the top of this. And now I'll just relist this thing for a few bucks or whatever.
$6.
Yeah. I mean, this is antique. I mean, I don't know how old it is, but anyway, I thought that was interesting that he needed the lid for some kind of project. And if he bought the whole thing, his wife would kill him. And I'm like, what kind of wife do you have that she would kill you over $8?
He still
spent $8.50. His wife should be more mad that he paid $8 just for the lid.
Just for a lid. Yeah. I mean, like, dude, just take the whole thing, throw the mug away if you don't want it. Why are you want? I mean, it was nice to let him tell me to keep it because I can make a little bit more money.
Right.
But if this would have been $80, yeah, your wife would probably kill you. $8. His wife's gonna kill him if he buys the whole thing.
And you still had to pay the shipping weight that you had on the product. He didn't
That's
pay
exactly
anything
right.
cheaper. So you made money off the shipping because it was way lighter now.
Bang, count it. Sure did. That was my well, that ain't gonna be my sale of the week, but we need to talk about that. Let's get into the
sales story of the week, right?
That's the sales story, but let's get into the sale of the week, guys. I know you probably need to go into your solds and look.
I got mine pulled up here.
I got many good ones. It's hard to pick.
Mine was a 5-club set, US Kids Golf, USKG 5135 orange composite set. It's got the 3-wood, 6-iron, 8-iron, and pitching wedge with a putter. And I paid $1.99 a club. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would have been $10, and it sold for $65.87 plus shipping.
Nice.
I just got to pick one that's over Shane's. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't have any bangers this past week. I had a lot of decent sales, $30, $40 ones, but that was the best one.
Yeah, I got this Butler Lives of the Saints Complete Edition 4-volume set from 1963. Sold for $75 plus shipping. I got this at a yard sale. I probably had like $3 wrapped up in these books.
Show that again. I got you zoomed in there.
Yeah,
okay.
It's 1963 book set. So I'm happy to move all these big book sets because I don't want to move with them when I have to move out of this place. So
I got you.
Any offer on these book sets I'm taking, but that was full asking price on that set.
Well, mine didn't cost me. Well, it did, but it's probably pennies. It was a bulk buy. I bought this guy's collection of Hot Wheels and die cast, and this has been.
You definitely need more Hot Wheels, Ben.
Yes. This has been.
You only have 3,000. You need a couple of thousand more.
Yeah, I know. I mean 30,000, but
no, 30,000. I'm sorry, 30,000.
Yeah, come on, get it right. I've got a problem.
Yeah, you need to go Hot Wheels rehab.
Hot Wheel rehab, dude. So this was a collection that this guy I bought off Facebook Marketplace a couple years back, and I'm more into Hot Wheels than I am Matchbox, but these are all carded, still in the bubble. But he collected the die-cast miniature planes from Matchbox, and this was like a helicopter, a Huey helicopter or something. And there was a bunch of those planes. So when I was going through my collection, because I'm displaying it and making a die-cast room in my house, I saw all those planes, and I'm like, I'm not going to keep these. They don't do nothing for me. So I listed them. And one of them, which I never thought in a million years, sold for $20 plus shipping. And I probably have less than $1 in it. And it's always fun if you're a collector to go through parts of the collection that you may have forgot that you've had and realize that they don't have that much value to you to keep. And then you list them and then you sell them. There's a great deal of satisfaction in that. At least there is for me.
Yeah.
So, for sure.
I'm a little bit upset. Someone tried to call me, so I muted my phone. But then I got a sale during the show. You guys missed my cha-ching.
He's up one already, Shane.
The one.
He's up one on us. I keep getting text messages from this girl, but I'm not interested.
A different one or the same one?
You got to stop giving your phone number out when you've been drinking, Ben.
Dude, it's fun. No, it's this girl. I went out with her a few times, and it just wasn't there. The attraction just wasn't there. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. So let's move on to something. Y'all come up with something else. We're going to talk about something else.
Dang it.
Well, I know for a fact I've got the pathetic sale of the week.
Oh, we're going to do that one?
Pathetic sale. Let's.
I know for a fact I've got it.
Oh, okay. You go first. Let's just see if you're right.
I'll even show. So I sold a movie. It's The Last Song. That's a Nicholas Sparks book. But I sold the Blu-ray. And media doesn't do very well unless you have the right titles. So I've got free shipping on all of mine, and
Mm-hmm.
I took a best offer just because I only have like 10 to 12 Blu-rays left. So I took a best offer on this one. It sold for $6.14, free shipping. Sales tax was 58 cents. Order total $6.72. You take away the $1.30 for transaction fees and the $4.13 shipping label, plus the 24-cent ad fee standard. My total order earnings, and I'm gonna put this on the screen so people
Wait a
believe
minute, you
me.
got to do your shipping materials.
Oh yeah, I lost money probably then.
Yeah, that's
I
so,
can't see it. It's blurry.
so blurry.
I'm trying.
It's 47
cents. Yeah, you went in the hole, boy.
Now all I use to ship it out is a right here. These are cheap little bubble mailers that I get from, I believe these came from Gyropack or however you pronounce it. But yeah.
Yep.
So I might have made a dime, maybe 20 cents.
Well, how much did that bubble mailer cost you?
That's what I'm saying. It was 47 cents and then minus the bubble mailer. So
my pathetic sale is another DVD as well. $7 though with free shipping. So it's
you
the
just
28,
beat me out.
28 days later.
I'm surprised that didn't go for higher just because it's horror.
Yeah.
I just keep lowering my DVDs to try to clear them out. I've been procrastinating on getting ungated on Amazon. So I'm a little bit mad because when I went to go pull the order, I scanned it on Amazon and I could have sold it for like $13 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I would have made probably $4 or $5 on Amazon after fees. So I need to stop procrastinating and get ungated in DVDs on Amazon.
Yes, you do.
And
that thumb just popped up on your screen.
Dude, my thing does all sorts of weird things. I just can't get it to actually do it on purpose. Because one time I did balloons or fireworks when I was going like this. Now I just look like an idiot when I do this. So I think I did balloons or something. Was it on Cat Show, the Nurse Flipper show? And she was talking about how to do it. So I don't know. But I can only get the thumbs up and the heart. That's the only thing that consistently works.
Well, I'm not prepared, so I don't have this pulled up on my phone to show like you guys, but mine's a PSP little carry case that you put your handheld PSP in. $5.94 plus shipping. Buyer was all in at $12 and change. That was my pathetic sale.
Hey, I'll take that for pathetic. That's not bad at all, really. You think about it.
But I don't know if you guys would agree, but based on everything that I've been seeing on other videos on other channels, it's been a lot of small dollar items that are moving quick.
Yep.
And unless of course you have this massive following on YouTube and social media and you're getting $20 for an item you should only be paying $5 for. You see sales that are just huge and you're like, wonder what leads to that, because I would say the majority of you guys, majority of the viewers watching, you're experiencing what I call the bread and butter items that are moving right now. So, but that's better than goose egg, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely what I've been noticing in the business. It's just the lower end things, $9.99, $12 maybe. I've been selling consistently. I mean, this weekend I did have like a couple the $75 sales, but that's been rare. Even though I did 27, like a lot of volume, it was only like $800 profit. So it's a lot of lower end stuff too, mixed in there.
I'm starting to see more golf club sales though. With it, the temperatures are starting to warm up, at least down in the south. It's starting to be, mid 60s, high 60s every single day now. So I'm starting to see golf clubs move, which is cool because, it wasn't my sale of the week, but I did sell one Nike hybrid for $50. I sold those kids golf clubs. I'm starting to see those kind of things move. So I'm hoping that's going to pick up, continue picking up. But I've sold a lot of clothing recently, but none of it's been like high dollar items. It's been, $10 pair of shorts or something like that. Nothing crazy, but that's a lot of what I'm selling is like $10 to $20 items.
Well, I actually sold a hat for $75 and the buyer never paid yet. So I don't remember if I showed you that vintage Laker hat that I had.
Yeah.
I remember when I was going back and forth and I literally missed out on selling it for $109 because I kept trying to get a little bit more out of it.
Yeah.
When you look at the sold comps, this hat in the past has sold for 200 and higher. And I finally just took $75 because my wife gets mad that they get these offers on a regular basis and I always decline them.
Yeah.
So I finally just took $75 to move it and then they didn't pay. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go back to get my $100 at least.
that kind of goes. Didn't eBay fix it? At least I feel like that they said they did back early fall, where your payments will now be automatic when you check out or when you accept somebody's offer. I thought I had read that somewhere.
I don't know. I've heard other people talk about that before too. But it's funny. A lot of the times when I accept an offer, it'll say, we'll charge the buyer immediately, blah blah blah. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it still gives them that 4-day, period that they have to pay in. Like I sold when I was down in Orlando at the bins, I picked up this Kenwood transceiver radio thing, like two-way radio or whatever, and I sold it to a guy I had it listed for 39 and some change. Took a best offer to a guy in, I forget where he was, Cambodia or somewhere, and he never paid. He took the 4 days, never paid, and I relisted it and it sold same day for full asking price. But that guy, it let him 4 days. I had to sit and wait because he wasn't communicating, and I probably could have gotten away with just canceling it, but I didn't want to take that chance. But that item is no longer available as far as I know because it's been purchased. It just hasn't been paid for. So I was kind of, aggravated with that. But it happens, I'd say probably a good 50% of the time where they're still given that 4-day period, at least from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Well, for me, I can't tell you the last time that has happened. What you just described. Normally, especially when I go in, accept offers, within 5 minutes, it's paid for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally like a 50-50 shot for me recently. Sometimes it'll tell me we're going to charge the buyer immediately, and I'm like, sweet, and it does. Within 5 minutes, I get paid. But
never happens with me. I didn't get that
time.
update. My eBay is behind, apparently.
Yeah, and I just updated mine the other day. Last whatever day it was, Friday when we went live. I updated my app because I was told there's been an update. Check and see, because I was having an issue with something else. And sure enough, there was an update available for me, so I installed the update.
That's something I've actually never checked if I have updates on the eBay app.
Yeah, I just assumed it always updated on its own like everything else on my phone does. And for whatever reason, that I don't know if it's always like that or if it just was that particular update that was available.
Yeah.
That's interesting. If you're a viewer, let us know down below in the comments. When you accept offers or you make a sale, do you have to wait normally a day or two for those items to get paid, or are you getting paid within minutes after the sale or offer accepted? Let us know the answer to that for yourself down below. We'd appreciate that. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I've not had to wait on my money and I don't know how long. It's pretty well been immediate.
I wonder, you have iPhone?
Yes.
See, I have Android. I don't know if that matters. Maybe
I ain't a part of the Android gang, dude. Sorry.
What about you, Alex?
I'm the same. Apple.
Oh,
No
well then
Android.
no, that doesn't make sense. If you're Apple also, then seems like if that was a Apple only update currently,
Yeah,
that you would have it as well. So I don't know. Who knows?
I have
All
no
right.
idea.
You want to get into the find of the week, gentlemen? The find of the week. Who wants to go first?
So I found this bump in the middle of my chest, and I just found out I had a third nipple. So that's my
That's a
find
hell,
of
hell
that's
of a
my
find.
it's my find of the week.
It's a miracle.
I haven't found anything. I haven't left. I haven't gone sourcing, man. I did find this little gnome that I gave my wife for Valentine's Day, and then she just left in my office. So apparently she didn't appreciate it. It's me with a flower.
Nice.
I think I got that at the bins. But yeah, I haven't found anything. I haven't got to go sourcing.
Yeah.
All
What
I'm
about
doing
you,
is
Shane?
moving.
Well, honestly, it's the same for me, and I have not sourced, and even it was funny. I got home from work and I sold a pair of boots today that I needed to go out to my inventory shed and get. And my wife walked outside after, and I'd already come out of the shed and locked it back up. And she's like, "Is that still open?" And I was like, "No. What do you need to go in there for?" You know, because she never wants to. And she said, "I want to see how empty it is because you haven't bought anything in forever." And I was like, "Well, it's not empty. It's nowhere near empty." But anyways, uh I wanted to bring this up last episode when we discussed our find of the week, and I completely forgot. So I'm going to talk about it today. A good friend of mine, Jimmy Watford, who lost his son to an accidental drug overdose, they created a foundation for him called the Taylor Watford Foundation, and that is the golf tournament that I had Flippy McFlipperson and Harry Tornado play with me last fall. He reached out to me and he's like, "Look, man, I need to downsize. Would you be willing to take all of this inventory?" He said, "I don't want anything for it. Just after you sell it, after fees, after taxes, after everything, take 20% of it and donate it to the foundation." And I thought, first of all, that's absolutely amazing for him to give me all the inventory. And absolutely, I will, make a donation. I'll probably donate 50% of it because it is for a good cause. But the reason I want to talk about that is just to make our audience aware of the Taylor Watford Foundation. You can find them on Instagram or their website and just check it out. And, if you could show some support over there, they're doing good work and they could really use the help. So,
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man.
but so
You know,
that would probably be my find of the month, actually, because I haven't sourced since the end of January. So,
well, I want to rewind just a minute, and we're going back where you're talking about your golf clubs are now starting to move pretty good.
mhm.
My club head covers are starting to pick up again too. I've noticed. I've had, golly, this latest what sold that I recorded yesterday. I had two or three of them, and it's been pretty consistent. At least by the weekend, I'm moving them over the weekend. So I've noticed that as well, which means I need to get the other 300 and some odd club covers listed. But
Yep.
my find of the week happened last week. Since the last time we were here, is I peruse Facebook Marketplace all the time. I'm looking for bulk buys. To me, that's how I found those club covers. And I bought it was 220 some odd pieces of t shirts, everything from Adidas, Nike, Carhartt. He even threw in some new era fitted hats, new with stickers still on the brims. It was just crazy. Did I tell this already?
Nope.
Did I
You
tell
told
this on the live?
no,
Maybe
you told I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
you told it on the live. You told us in chat.
Okay.
I don't think
I
you
met
mentioned it on the live.
okay. Well, I met this dude in a parking lot. He pulls up in this hatchback car. I was thinking, okay, by the pictures he sent me of all of it, all the shirts were nice, neatly folded, very organized. He probably sent me 20 or 30 pictures of this collection. anyway, I was impressed with that. And I was thinking, okay, he's got this stuff stacked nice and neat in storage totes. And then I thought, well, no, that's too small of a car to have that many totes. He's probably got them in trash bags. This dude had them thrown in the back like he was a daggone nomad gypsy. This stuff was piled in his trunk, and it was just scattered everywhere. Well, that didn't deter me. So he says, go in there, start digging in. So what I immediately started doing is I eyeballed 6 or 8 pieces from the photos. I went ahead and comped those out before I met him to see what it would bring. Because, you know, I want to know that if I move 10 or less of these, I'm going to get my investment back immediately and the rest is profit, right? Yep. So I dug through, made sure those items were there, and they were, which shows that he's honest. And I appreciate that. He was a great guy. I asked him, I said, dude, how'd you mass all this? He says, I handpicked all these from Goodwills and I sell them online. I said, where do you sell them? Where have you been selling them? He goes, I just do it on Marketplace. I said, have you not done eBay? He goes, no, I just I'm just tired of fooling with this. And I'm like, okie dokie. So I hand the guy $250, which equates to about $1.10 per piece. And me and him we were grabbing clothes by the armfuls, transferring them to his trunk into my trunk. And I just thought the people in the parking lot were probably having a hoot saying, look at those two hoarders exchanging merchandise. But yeah, that was my find of the week. I sat on Saturday, started Saturday morning listing. I started with the over XL size. I mean, there is some 2X, 3X, 4XLs in there. I mean, those Carhartt shirts, they're a blanket on me when I put them on. So I started with the upper sizes, got all those. I think I listed, 122 in one listing session, and photos and weight and package dimension.
That's more listings I've done all year.
But this is kind of normal how I do things, guys. Now I am up to 200 in my draft bank. I'm going to start scheduling out 20 items per day throughout the day. And so a lot of them have already started rolling out. And but yeah, it's Facebook Marketplace for me is a great place to source. You know, one of the videos that I shot on my Rocky Top Picker channel is how it's advantageous for a reseller if you don't have a lot of money to buy in bulk because your cost per item is cheaper that way. And so I'm a fan of the bulk buys. So that was my find of the week, fellers.
That's a good one.
Yep. Do you want to jump? Sure. I don't know if you got something else to talk about right now, Ben. Any ideas? Or I know we have a few announcements also coming up.
Alex, why don't you tell, in case there's some people watching that don't realize, that we now have memberships to the locker room. So why don't you share with us the member levels?
Yeah, so we offer memberships now. First one is called Just the Tip. It's a $2.99. It's just a tip jar. So we would appreciate that. If that's what you can afford to give us, we would appreciate that. The next step up is the VIP or the MVP, I believe.
MVP.
Yep, for $4.99, and you get early access to the videos and behind the scenes footage. And then the next step up, we have the Skybox, and that's $9.99. And you will, if you come to any meetups that we're at, we'll go out to dinner. And what else does that come with? Because I'm sorry, I'm blanking on what else that comes with.
All the other benefits of the previous levels.
All the other benefits. Oh, and also to come join our lives as a guest. So to pop in, if you're in the live, we could send out a link if you want to jump on, if you're at that level, and come join the locker room.
Yeah.
No, I knew I was forgetting something.
And I'll add that Archie's still paying.
Yes.
For that
dinner
and all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was thinking
he ain't getting out that easy.
Yeah, drinks on Archie.
We'll just send him an invoice. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
he's gonna pay for it all in once with all his tips from his stripping.
Tips. That's it, man. Coins, tokens, any of that'll work. But yeah, so that kind of leads us into a couple of different things. And we've already kind of touched on this, guys, on our last live from last week. Is at the Highway 127 sale, which is held the first weekend this coming August. Is the Highway 127. Well, what is the Highway 127? Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what it is. It is the world's longest yard sale, stretching from Michigan all the way down to LA, which is lower Alabama. And we will be meeting up at the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast Meetup on Friday night, August 2nd. And there's location information. There's going to be ticket information. You'll be able to purchase your tickets for that meetup on Eventbrite. More on that in just a second. But also, while we're at the 127, all of us here in the locker room, we are going to be at the 127 sale. We've already rented our Airbnb. And one of you tell them what's coming up the night as soon as the meetup is over.
Well, first of all, don't we have a meetup before the whole actual event? We plan on doing a reseller locker room bowling event.
Yes.
So start thrifting for your bowling shirts now. So we
can bowling shirts, get your balls shined and polished.
Hopefully.
Everybody go on to eBay and buy bowling balls. All right. Go on to eBay and buy bowling balls. And then what he touched on is the reseller locker room is holding a resellers bowling tournament Thursday night of that week. That would be August 1st. And then Friday night is the actual meetup. So you'll be able to get your information about that event through myself. You can message me on Instagram, Rocky Top Picker 73. We're going to divide up into teams at the local bowling alley in Crossville, Tennessee. I didn't mention that. That's where the meetup is. That's where everybody's going to be staying. The majority of people that can get rooms, Crossville, Tennessee. And it's going to be a fun night of bowling and competing against reseller versus reseller. So go on to eBay, buy your bowling balls, buy your bowling shirts. We'll accept scrubs, but you can only wear them if they're pink. And you can get the wildest bowling shirt that you can find. And we might have some prizes for the most tackiest dressed bowler. So, I know we're about 6 months. We're 6 months away from all this. So we're going to be naturally sharing more information as we get it together. And we'll be putting that out to you both here and in other avenues. So you want to stay tuned for that. But Friday night, after the meetup is over, why don't y'all share that information?
Guys, we're throwing an after party. And that's going to be the place to be. At the Airbnb, on the back deck, or in the garage. Who knows? Neighbor's house.
The neighbor's lawn.
We'll see how friendly they are. But that's where you're going to want to be Friday night. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
BYOB.
Can we announce the thing that we are actually doing on Friday night with the other podcast? Or are we waiting on that?
You go ahead.
Well, just to tune in over at the Two Old Guys podcast for more announcements, a bigger announcement over here, the special crossover live. What time does that start? Do you know the time on that?
8:00 Central.
8:00. So over the Two Old Guys, the Reseller Locker Room podcast, we're going to be joining the Two Old Guys for some more announcements over there. So make sure you guys tune in over there. You don't miss that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a good show. It's going to be fun.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, Caleb and Josh, during that live that we're doing with them this Friday night, 8:00 Central, 9:00 Eastern, they are going to be releasing the ticket information to where you'll be able to go ahead and purchase the said tickets to the meetup after this live has concluded. And then after that, it is going to be a plethora of more announcements to come relating to that event that they're going to share, and we're excited about it, and we cannot wait till August for sure.
Yeah. It's going to be a blast, absolute blast. My wife's super upset with me that I'm going to be gone for the entire week.
But well, she ought to come with you, man.
She can't. She's got her daughter that week. Her and her ex have 50-50 custody. So she's got her daughter and her daughter's got school.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So another announcement on another meetup. We have a meetup coming up here in Nashville on April 26th, 27th, and 28th here in Nashville. So we're going to be meeting at the Hattie B's Chicken. And then the next day we're going to do the Nashville flea market and then some lunch, then hit up the Goodwill bins and a couple other things on the agenda here. I know that Ray from the Nashville Flippers is going to put out a Facebook thing that will have all the addresses and all the times for that. So go hit him up if you guys want more information about the Nashville meetup, and come visit me because I'll be there for sure. Hopefully I can drag Ben to come down here to go to the meetup as well.
Yep. That's a long drive by myself, but I'll probably do it, bro, for you.
From East Tennessee, that's a long drive, right?
Unless, Shane, you want to drive to my house and me and you ride together, we can do that.
It's not that long.
I don't know. When is it again?
It starts the 26th. That's just meeting, like a meet and greet, eating at the Nashville chicken place here. And then the next day we're going to be doing the flea market at 8 in the morning, and then another place at lunch. And at 3 o'clock they're going to the Goodwill bins.
Gotcha. I'll see.
And then,
I'll see what then
apparently 10 o'clock we're going to the Wild Beavers. I assume that is a bar.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Or a southern
$50 bills ready.
Yeah, it might be a southern strip club. I'm not sure.
Woo,
that's Ray. I didn't plan this. It's not on me. So,
dang, son.
Apparently, if it is a strip club, the next morning you're going to make up for your sins, and there is on the agenda Sunday to go to church. So I thought that was funny. Wild Beavers really? In church. Yes, it's church. 10 a.m.
This is a no children allowed event, by the way.
And 12 o'clock they're doing another lunch, so it is a lot of eating out, but it is completely free to come if you want to come hang out. I'll be there for sure. You know, from the beginning to the end, I'll be there.
So this is Friday and Saturday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So you're basically looking to just pay for your overnight accommodations there for 2 nights if you want to do both Friday and Saturday.
And your food and
and food, but
there's no tickets to purchase or anything like that. That's cool.
No tickets, but if you want to come, Ben, I mean, and you, Shane,
man,
you guys
what
can
would
stay
he do?
here.
What would he do if 100 people showed up?
Well, what is funny, because I messaged Ray and I'm like, what
Hattie B's hot chicken.
They better have a lot of beaver. If there's 100 people coming, there'd be a lot of beaver over there.
Hattie B's is the worst parking. So he's like, oh, it's the one with parking. Because there's like 3 or 4 locations here in Nashville for Hattie B's chicken. So
now, wait a minute. Do you have to pay to park?
No.
Oh.
Shouldn't have to.
Somebody said it was like $50 to park somewhere.
I said that. That's downtown Nashville.
That is
so if
crazy.
you want to go to like the honky tonks here in downtown Nashville, the parking garage is $50. It's retarded.
That's parking for $50. That's more than what it costs to pay to park at Dollywood, man. And it's a theme park.
Yeah, but it's like Pigeon Forge. When I went to Pigeon Forge, you have to pay to park anywhere. It might not be $50, but it's still expensive.
If you run with me, bro, you wouldn't have to pay anything. I know all the little honey holes.
Well, not Pigeon Forge. I'm talking about what's the town?
Crossville.
No, not Crossville.
Oh,
the super
Gatlinburg.
Yeah, downtown there, you have to pay to park anywhere. Unless you got the hooked up on free parking down there. Right Pigeon Forge, you can park anywhere, but
yeah, there's some places in Gatlinburg you can go and not have to pay.
I like Gatlinburg, but the place I used to stay at burned down a few years back when they had that big fire. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the place, but as you're coming in from the interstate on the left-hand side, there was these brown. It was like a resort or whatever, and that's where I always stayed, and I heard it burn down.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know.
That was
I'll keep you guys posted on this event, though. I'll get some addresses. I think I might do a YouTube video and do a tour of how the whole event's going to go and visit all these places so everyone can check it out.
When that fire happened when that fire happened in Gatlinburg, this was, I think, memory serves correct, that was in 2016. You know, I got to see live video of it from the local news station. Dude, it looked like the apocalypse was happening because there were people trapped in cabins up in there right in the middle, and there was video shot of people driving their SUVs through fire to get off that mountain. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, it was something else. And it turned out to be a bunch of juveniles who started a fire up on Chimney Rock, and it spread, and the wind happened to be tornado type winds that carried it. It's lucky the whole town didn't burn all the way down. Seriously.
I'm sure it looked like California every summer. Our mountains were on fire when I lived up in the mountains there.
And that's crazy too, because 2016 was the last time I was there and stayed at that resort. So
what's
I didn't
amazing,
even realize it happened. It must have happened right after I stayed there.
What's amazing though, guys, you go back there now and there is some evidence of the fire, but mainly all the trees have grown back. I mean, it's
that's good.
You know, there's some still remnants of some old houses that didn't get demolished that are still setting up on the ridge, just shells burnt. But yeah, it was something else. Hey, I want to talk about this. This is not necessarily a video of the week, ladies and gents, but it is a channel that I want to promote for you, the viewing audience, to go check out. His name is Jason. The channel is Lux Garage. You want to go check out Jason. He is a lifelong collector like myself, except, man, does he have the goods. Have you guys watched his video? Oh, my goodness.
I haven't yet. He did come by my live last night, which was super cool of him.
Yeah. His collection is crazy.
I mean, it's gold mine. I mean, go watch his videos. Lux Garage. He's finally letting go of a lot of the stuff that he's held on for eons. It's amazing the money that feller is going to make. And he called me on Saturday and we got to talk on the phone for about a half an hour. And dude, he sounds like Elvis when he talks. I even told him this on the phone. I was like, dude, you sound a lot like Elvis when you talk, man. He goes, I'm just me, man. I'm just me. But anyway, I'm going to be having him on the Rocky Top Reseller Spotlight Show on the Rocky Top Picker channel, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. This Wednesday, I'm going to be having the Good Water Pickers will be our Spotlight Resellers of the Week. Good Water Pickers. Alex, they live in the vicinity of you in Middle Tennessee there. So we'll have another Tennessee couple on the Rocky Top Picker channel starting tomorrow night's live starts at 7:00 Eastern time.
Right.
I'm not familiar with them. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not familiar with those guys.
Yep. Good Water Pickers. But yeah, go check out Lux Garage. Jason, he's a super nice guy. Can't wait to have him on the Rocky Top live show Wednesday after next. And yeah, I'm like you, Shane. There's one thing that you and I, we share this. And if Alex did shows, he could share in it too, but he doesn't. Is that we want to feature and support and spotlight smaller channels.
Yeah.
I think that's our duty to do that. Not that we have made it, because we're nothing compared to
we're exactly.
I just put out a video today, so I'm supporting a smaller channel. The channel is myself.
That's true. Alex is supporting himself. That's right.
My goal for the 127 is to hit 1,000 subscribers.
And then we can do it, man. We can all get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that we all need to support each other.
Yep.
So, yep. I agree with you.
So yeah, that's going to be awesome to have those other resellers on both the Soda City Social and the Rocky Top Picker Live. That I always enjoy. I look forward to doing those shows every week, and we hope
Beard
you, the viewers,
King
enjoying
Connection.
it. Huh?
Beard King Connection.
Oh, that's a good name right there. There you go, Alex.
Beard King Connection.
We're going to birth a live out of you yet, my friend. When we started this channel, I guess it was what, Alex? Almost 6 months ago?
I think 4 or 5.
Back in
5.
September.
I don't know when our
Yeah.
first video came out.
Alex has come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't tell that, you need to go back and start in episode 1 in our playlist. Just hit play all and watch every episode up until this point. You should see how this one has evolved. And I'll never forget, and Alex, don't get mad if I tell this. I remember the very first time that Alex found out that we were going to have a guest on. It was almost widespread panic because he's like, I don't have much to say to begin with, and now you're going to bring somebody in and I'm supposed to ask them questions. I don't want to know anything about these people. And I was just like, dude, you're going to have to evolve. It's a process. It's a process. And how he's come such a long way. So yes, Alex, I want to brag on you because, dude, you have come into your own, and I'm proud of you as a co-host and as a fellow co-host. And we have had
he said I was his project. That's what he told me one day on the phone.
Did you know that, Shane? Did you know that,
No.
Shane, that he was my project?
I had no idea.
Yeah, I found him on Instagram, actually. That's my first.
You act like I'm just not used to doing interview show and a podcast, but like if you ever came across my other channel, it's not like I'm not used to doing YouTube and rambling. I used to just ramble in my helmet riding a motorcycle and talk a whole bunch of junk. So
yeah. Well, I'm talking about the interview scenario. That's what I'm mainly speaking of. But I found him on Instagram, Shane, and I liked how he carried himself. I liked his personality. Of course, the beard was the real dead ringer for me, dude. I love the beard.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I'm going to send him an Instagram and I'm going to offer to see if he wants to start a podcast. And he was quick to jump.
Yeah.
He was.
Cool.
And
that's cool, man.
And I thought, we're just going to build this guy up and we're going to do our best to get him into the resale community. And, I didn't have any idea that he already had another successful YouTube channel at that time. And so, but yeah, mad props. And then, of course,
thank you,
Shane, you being first year in reselling, look how far you have come, my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a grind, that's for sure.
I've got to know you through Kevin and Dave and Carrie, really razzing your hind end over the last summer. That's how I come to find out about you, like most people. But for you to take that from where you started to where you are, you have come miles and miles, man. And I'm just very proud to have you a part of this show here in the locker room. And well, we're all proud of Archie because Archie carried a lot of stuff. He did the editing and he did a lot of work, and we appreciate the time and dedication. And it is a lot of work. If you ever start a show like this, it's just not get together, turn the camera on and record. There's so much more that goes into it, but I'm just proud of everybody. I'm proud of all of our guests and thanking all of our guests that have shared their time and their knowledge with us. And, bigger and better things for the locker room, that I can guarantee you. With me and the two guys right down here, we're excited about what's coming this year. And we've got some big plans that we cannot wait to bring you into the fold and let you know what's really happening inside the Reseller Locker Room podcast. Gentlemen, do you all have anything else you would like to add before we go?
I do. Since you said all those kind things about us, I got to give props to you, Ben, because
you don't have to.
Here's the deal. He was so frustrated with YouTube, almost quit, threw in the towel multiple times. The next freaking week, he puts out a video and it blows up. He gets he finally gets to the 1,000 subscribers. But the 2 weeks before that, he was ready to throw in the towel. And that's just let you guys know, it only takes one video, guys, to get, to hit that first goal, the subscriber goal, and get recognition here in the YouTube community.
Absolutely.
So I'm telling this for myself and to anyone else watching. If you're on YouTube, just keep uploading, be consistent. The same with reselling. Just keep listing, keep sourcing, and it'll just be a snowball effect,
Absolutely.
True.
Perfectly said.
Shane, you got anything?
No, I really don't. But no, I do want to say I appreciate you guys having me on as a co-host. I'm having an absolute blast, so thank you for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We have nothing. We're going to see you back here Friday night live with the Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast. We'll see you next Thursday, 9 o'clock.